Monday. How are you?
Hi, happy Monday to you too. I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's the first day of the week. It's bright and sunny in San Diego, so I'm loving that. Where are you right now?
I'm jealous. I'm in Vancouver, Canada, and it's pouring rain outside. It's so cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
So is that where you're based?
Yes, and that's actually where we shot Monster High right here in Vancouver.
Yes. I feel like there's so many shows that shows and movies that film in Vancouver. I've never been, so I want you to tell me what is it about Vancouver that makes it perfect for entertainment industry?
Oh, you know what? It has so many, like you can have the city and you can also have like the outdoors and you can really make it look like so many different places. I also think it's cheaper for American companies to come and shoot in Canada because we have some tax incentives and we have like a lot of really talented people that work in the film industry. They're skilled workers. So it makes sense for them to come up here and just be able to film whatever it is that they need. Yeah.
I love that. I have never gone, but I see like all the movie sets and I'm like, okay, probably Vancouver I need to visit. I think
Yeah.
what I'm doing is I'm convincing myself I need to make it worth all the money. So once I reach like 10 sets or like locations, then I'll be like, okay, it's worth it because I can't go just for a few, you know.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. You'll be
Does
good.
it? Or are
There's
you
lots
just
to do
saying
here
that?
anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So let's dive into Monster High. It's been out for a little while now. I of
Yes.
course watched it on Paramount Plus. How's the reception been? Still going strong, still getting all those DMs, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It's been really overwhelming, the social media aspect of it. I didn't expect half of what was happening and there was so much stuff coming through. I couldn't wrap my head around everything that was going on, but it's been really exciting and even though it's overwhelming, it's a good kind of overwhelming. So, yeah.
Yes. Oh, that makes me very happy. And I always say, like, I feel like Monster High, there's such a big fandom in and of itself. And it could be someone who just likes collecting the dolls. It could be someone who collects the dolls, watches the animated movies, and now watches this. I feel like there's so many different, I don't want to call them levels, but so many different ways someone can be a fan.
Yeah,
Um,
totally, totally. And I
so
wasn't really aware of that when I first like learned about it, but now that I'm learning, I've learned so much obviously in the past year. It's such a cool fandom. Yeah.
yes, I feel like it's a good like case study, if that makes sense. Like I also just
Yeah.
from doing interviews with the cast, I've learned so much about fandom and fandom culture.
Mhm.
I gotta ask, at VidCon, everyone said you look like Doja Cat. Walk us through that whole situation. I wasn't there, but I of course heard about it.
Oh my gosh. I think when my poster first got released, there was so many comments on my comment section was just like Doja Cat, Doja Cat, Doja Cat, Doja Cat. Like all of them were about Doja Cat. And it's actually really funny because while we were shooting on set, like before the internet even saw the posters, a few of the dancers had actually seen the similarities and they'd kind of like pointed them out to me. I guess it's like a similar aesthetic and I can see where the comparison comes from for sure. So I've just been taking them as a compliment. I think Doja Cat is stunning and she's
Yes.
so cool. So I'll take it. But sorry guys, I'm not Doja Cat. They didn't cast Doja Cat.
Wait,
But yeah, she's cool.
have people actually thought it was Doja Cat?
Well, I had a few DMs that were like, I can't believe that it wasn't actually Doja Cat and it was you. Like, and I thought people were joking at first, but I got multiple DMs that were like, we thought it was gonna be Doja Cat and it was you instead. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. You know what? You're just as amazing. Seriously, you
Oh
are.
well, thanks. I'm honestly, I'm flattered by the comparison. I think it's really cool, and we kind of made it like a little joke. I
Mhm.
posted an Instagram story when Justin and I were going down to LA for the premiere. We were playing chess, and I like chess on the computer screens. You know,
Yes.
like they have them on the airplane seat
Oh
thing,
yeah, on
like
the
the
back.
little
Yes.
screens that are on the seats. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at explaining. But that little thing, and I just made my player name Doja Cat, or I think it was just Doja or something. And only a few people caught on to it on Instagram, but we've just made it like a little joke. So
I love
yeah,
that. Hey, and it will probably last for the rest of your life, you know?
I'm not mad about
Possibly.
it. Doja's
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a
cool.
bad thing. That's actually
No,
really
no,
good.
I'll take it.
Like,
I'll take it.
take it. I used to be called, people would compare me to Chloe Grace Moretz, and I love her. And
Oh,
now that I think about it, I haven't heard that in 4 years. So I'm a bit concerned
oh my
now.
gosh, no. Wait, I see it. Like your smile is really similar.
Is it? Okay, good. You
Yeah.
know
You
what?
guys have like now that you've like pointed it out, I can kind of see it. Yeah.
That's good because I used to get it without initiating people to say it. So I appreciate that. That's a big compliment.
It is a huge Chloe's really cool too. So that's awesome. And
I
she's
guess
beautiful.
we represent other really cool people, right?
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll go for it. Yeah.
Um, awesome. And I wanted to get back into specifically playing Lagoona Blue. A lot of people were, I guess, not expecting you to not be fully blue, and then there was talk of you maybe being fully pink, like the new doll. So can you kind of walk us through just that whole process, and were there ever plans for you to be fully blue?
Sure. Well, I don't know if you saw the designs that the director posted on Instagram. They were like the early concepts, and I actually think
Yes.
they had her as being blue. And I thought it was really cool that he actually shared those designs. But I was personally never painted fully blue. But for the first camera test that we had, I had my arms up until like my elbow or so were painted blue. It was actually more like of an aquamarine color, like that blue greenish tone. That's aquamarine is the best way I can explain it. But it like went up to my arms, and then we also tested it out with the legs as well. And I don't know what happened. I don't really get to make any of those decisions, but I guess they decided to not go with it. But I'm sure they had their reasons. I think it would have been kind of cool, but we had the fins and the ears and an awesome makeup team. So it all kind of just ended up working out in the end. And honestly, I'm sure my skin is grateful for that, because I would have had to add, I don't know how everyone was getting full body paint. I'm like, you guys are having to like quadruple moisturize at night or something, because
yeah, and in my mind, I know it's not literally paint that you would put on a wall, but that's what I'm picturing, and I'm like, I would like melt or something.
Yeah, well, even that one day that I had it on it was literally just for the one day that I had it on my arms and my legs, and after it was like taking it off takes it's a whole different process of getting that body paint off, because it has to stay for the entire day, right? While you're shooting, so it can't just be like flimsy paint, like it needs to stay there for a while. So yeah,
there must be magic in it, I guess. I don't know, but
I think so. I don't know.
And I love that they kind of they did something with each of the characters that people weren't expecting. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
with the fashion, the aesthetics.
totally.
So did you get to take anything home from set that was super memorable? Any like souvenirs? Or did you
No, I didn't take anything from set, but there were some really cool props. I almost wish I would have asked to keep the casket phones, because they're like 3D printed. They're not. I've had a few people ask me if they were like phone cases that we just put on regular phones, but they were like 3D printed phones by the props department. And I thought those were really cool, and they were like personalized to each character. Yeah,
I mean, it must exist somewhere still, right?
I'm sure it's somewhere.
I think you can still get it.
Maybe I'll call them up.
No, seriously, I will be DMing you in a couple weeks and seeing that's
If
your homework.
Okay, maybe I'll try.
I'm just kidding. I always ask those questions because I am not an actor by any means, but I am such a I'm really into keepsakes. So I would, you know how when you're like at a party or like on the last day of school, they're like, oh, any memories you can like take, it's fair game. I would be the one trying to get everything. So that's
I feel you. I have so many. I have like journals from when I was like 5 years old, like little postcards from trips. Like I'm the same way. So I think I didn't take like a prop from set, but I took so all of our chairs had like our names and our character names on them. So I took the little paper that was in it.
I love that.
It was like a laminated sheet with like my name and Lagoona's name on it, and that's the only thing. But that's not really from set. It's just from, like it's not really like a prop or anything.
Early on in the process though, which is cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did you keep a journal as Lagoona by chance?
I thought this question is so interesting because I always do perspective journaling for like any character I'm playing at the time. And I did write a few journal entries as Lagoona, but I've recently moved out and I can't find my acting book with all of my like journal entries, not even just for Lagoona, but like other characters are in there too. And I don't know where it is, but I do remember writing about like my friendship with Cleo and how excited I was to be back at school and what her day-to-day life would look like and that kind of thing, which was really helpful and kind of like wholesome to just get into the character. Like sometimes in between scenes in my trailer, I'd just be like writing little Lagoona journal entries.
That is so cute. Is that something, is that one of the main ways that you prepared to play her? Because I mean, I love that idea. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. I did a lot of journaling, and then I watched a lot of the Monster High movies. Even though I knew that the Nickelodeon was like planning on making changes, I still wanted to learn more about Lagoona and like the tone of the movie and the other characters and all of that. And also, I don't know if you know what Notion is. It's like
Like
this
the
organization.
project management platform.
Yes.
Yes, I used that at my old job for 2 years. It was not the most user friendly, but it
No,
got the
but
job
once you
done.
get the hang of it, it is life changing. Maybe it's just me. I'm a Notion girl, but
I'm a
I have
Trello
this.
girl. Do you know Trello?
Oh, yes. I tried it for a little bit, but I never got back to it. It also has like those boards that, yes, I know what you're
And you
talking
move the
about.
cards and it's just really satisfying. Notion, you can do the
Yeah.
same thing. I get it.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I need to, maybe I'll hop on that too. But for now, I'm a Notion girl. And I had like a page for Lagoona that was like her backstory and like how she would talk and what she would do after school. And I had like a little vision board, like picture like a Pinterest vision board with just like her aesthetic and what her life would look like.
Oh
I
my
just like,
gosh.
I love organizational little things like that. So I did that too. Yeah.
You went all out. That's
I
awesome
mean,
though.
I had to. I don't know. Like I got the part and I was like, let's just go for it.
Yeah, I've always found like the idea of like character study so fascinating.
Yeah, it's
Um,
so much fun.
and it's like it's character study, character development. I did
Mhm.
want to ask, this is literally my channel is called On the Spot Interviews. I just thought of this in my head. I mean, some of these questions I like plan and some I don't. So
Okay.
let me figure out how to say it correctly because
Mhm.
otherwise I'm gonna be verbose and not get to point for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Um, when you were in grade school or even like high school,
Mhm.
did you did you enjoy kind of the reading, writing language arts, studying characters, learning about characters? And do you think that has anything to do with why you enjoy doing that now in acting?
I love that question. I
Oh,
love that question so much. And you worded it really well because I did. I loved English. Like writing was actually one of like my favorite subjects. We had like it was like specifically writing class. Um and English class and just like reading. I read a lot of books in high school. I would just eat it up because I just loved and like getting into the world and the characters and all of that. So maybe that does have to do with why I love acting so much and why I like really like to get into it. I just feel like it makes it so much better to like no one's gonna see the backstory that I wrote for her, the journal entries that I wrote for her, but I just feel like it makes it a little bit better. Like there's
mhm.
something underneath everything. Um, so yeah.
No, I totally agree. Thank you for you answered that beautifully as well. I think that a lot of times, like with the education system, I went to a performing arts school, which is why I
Oh,
bring it up.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would do these types of exercises. That school had budget cuts, so there's no longer performing arts, which is really sad.
Oh, that's so sad. No, it's such a good, honestly, like it's a great outlet. Like I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When did you start acting? When was your first acting class?
Oh, well, I think I started around like 16 or 17. 16 maybe, I think. Kind of like in the like early high school years. I did a little bit of drama, like drama classes, the theater kind of route, and
Mhm.
then I branched out to film and TV, which I just ended up liking a lot more. It was just kind of like what fit well with me, and I've loved it ever since, so I don't want to stop doing it.
No,
Yeah.
don't stop doing it. You're so good at it too.
Oh, thanks.
Of course, of course.
Trying. We're trying and we're growing and we're learning. There's always learning.
Yes, there is always learning. And what I love about you, particularly as an actress, is you've kind of navigated the social media landscape as well. With all your
Mhm.
curated content, your vlogs are amazing.
Oh,
Um,
oh my gosh. I haven't watched them in so long.
oh my gosh, it's okay. I don't watch my old interviews. Well, it depends.
Yeah.
I started 11 years ago. I can't watch the first
Oh,
4 years.
oh
I
my
just can't.
gosh.
I know.
That's a long time though. Kudos to you. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
I say I started when I was 14. I turned 15 the next week, but 14 just sounds a bit more impressive.
No,
So
you might as well say it. Say for because it's true.
it is
That's when
true.
you were 14 at the time. So
I
just
don't
say
need to
14.
qualify it, right?
No,
I don't.
no.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
Keep
for
it. Yeah,
backing me.
you're good. You're good.
But do you want to give a little sneak peek what you said to me before we started recording of what YouTube content you have coming up?
Oh, well, I have some footage from Monster High that I think I'm probably going to be like editing into vlogs. I don't know how many vlogs there's going to be, if it's only one or two or however many, because I don't want to make them excessively long. I don't know how much footage I have yet. I finally got my SD card back. It was lost forever. It was lost for the longest time, and I thought I lost all my Monster High footage, but I found it. So now I'm going to be editing, and it should be up on my YouTube channel at some point in the next couple of weeks.
Hey, you know what? I think what's so cool is, first of all, we're not even at Halloween yet in Monster High. I just think Halloween. But also,
Yes.
like I said, this fandom is so strong. Like, I feel like you don't even need to necessarily post it like by a certain date, you know?
Okay, cool. That makes me feel a lot better because I found the SD card and I was like, oh, I don't have time to like look through everything, but that makes me feel better.
Yeah, or
So
just post it whenever I like would get behind on interviews or like they get lost, just title it like throwback, and then
oh,
people it
there you
works.
go. There you go. That
There
is
is
beautiful.
always the way. I
Yes.
truly believe that it's never too late to post something if it's something that you want the world to see, because we all
That's
get very
true.
busy.
That's true. That's true. I need to just get on it and post them when the time feels right and when I get them up.
Yes, but no, I am very, very excited to see those.
Yay.
Okay, I'm like jumping all over. I'm sorry, but
Oh no, don't worry.
I'm on the spot, and sometimes I use that as an excuse to like be all over the place, because I like my interviews to be more of like a conversation rather than bullet points,
Yeah,
you know. So,
that's so much more fun,
oh,
honestly.
good.
And
I'm
you're
glad
doing
it's more
great.
fun for you too. I mean, I can only go based off of what you say and like my audience, but it
Right.
seems to be like less pressure on both sides, which I also like.
Yeah, it's more like it's more chill, a little more conversational, a little bit less stressful that way, I think.
Yes. Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. Are there any sings or songs or dances or dialogue from the movie that got cut that you wish hadn't? And if you don't know
Oh,
the exact dialogue, obviously that's fine.
yeah, I don't think we had any songs that were cut, but there was one scene that I had with Cleo. It was with Jai, well, who plays Cleo. It was a short little scene, and it was after Claudine has one of her like running off moments where she's like, I think actually that little running out moment of hers might have got cut too, but she's running through the hallway, and I think Cleo is like, there's something going on with her. And I say, no, maybe she's just trying to get her cardio in. And I totally respect that, or something like that. And it was kind of cute because it pointed to Lagoona's like sporty side where she's like, yeah, cardio. We love Claudine running. And I think then Cleo talks about like how there's definitely something going on and she's going to find out what it is. And we bring up how she needs to have a better heart or something, but her heart is on a shelf. I'm like trying to remember it now.
Because it was filmed a year ago, right?
Yeah, basically a year ago. So I think it was something along those lines. But I do remember one of my lines of that got cut was like, yeah, the cardio line. She's just trying to get her cardio in, something like that. Yeah.
No, I love that. That's such a vivid memory that you have.
Yeah. a little bit shaky, but it's
No.
but it's there somewhere.
Yes. Hey, it's okay. I feel like it's hard to, especially again on the spot, like pull those things out. So I totally understand. One other thing about not necessarily the Monster High movie, but Monster High as like a Mattel, collection. Was there a certain age you remember, like either getting your first Monster High doll, learning about Mattel, being allowed to play with Monster High dolls, like just kind of the backstory of you as a fan or as a new fan?
Yeah, that makes me so sad because I didn't really know too much about Monster High growing up.
I
But I
did.
really wish that I had because I know that I would have loved it. Like I would have been so obsessed with the dolls and the movies and everything. And I'm like watching these movies now as an adult, like trying to learn and everything. And I'm like, if I watched this when I was like 8 or 9 or 10 or whenever, I would have loved them so much. And the inclusivity and the diversity and oh my gosh. So I don't have any cool stories from my childhood with Monster High because it didn't happen.
It's okay. I don't either.
But we're here now.
Yes, we're here now, and it's never too late to be a fan. So
Exactly. Yes.
um
Totally.
What other fandoms are you a part of? Do you consider yourself a part of?
Oh, I love that. I'm a big Swiftie. I'm a big Taylor Swift fan.
Okay,
I
Jai
love
said the
her.
same thing.
Oh my, that's what Jai and I bonded over. We're both
Yes.
Swifties. We have like Taylor Swift playing in our trailers.
Love that.
Yeah, I love I love Taylor Swift. I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
She said that too. Those are her too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I love us.
I
That's
love
so
that.
funny.
That's so cute.
Yeah, we're both. Wow, I love that those were both her answers too. I didn't know she would say that.
Yes. And the last one she said was like just Disney princesses.
Oh yeah, she's a huge Disney princesses person. I don't think I'm nearly as big of a Disney princesses fan as she is. But yeah, I love Taylor Swift and Harry Potter, and all of a sudden I'm blanking out on the rest of my interests.
It's okay. Maybe you're just so dedicated to those two fandoms you don't have time for any others.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's say that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, totally. Totally. It's good. Oh, Stranger Things. I also love Stranger Things.
Oh, yes, of
It's
course. I
great.
haven't seen the most recent season.
Oh my gosh, you have to
I
you have to
will.
watch it. It connects so many backstory points.
That's good to know because I think my thing is, and this is what happens when seasons don't come out for a few years. It's almost
Mhm.
like I feel like to remember everything, I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, same. I literally had to sit and watch like little recaps of the previous season because I couldn't remember. I like started watching the first episode and I was like, "Oh, give me a minute. I don't remember everything that happened."
Yeah. And like I know they do,
Long.
yeah, and they do the recaps like in the first part, but
Yeah.
sometimes 2 minutes just doesn't sum up a whole
No,
season.
no, it doesn't sum it up. I need to go back and like watch like a whole like one of those. I know there's always like people on YouTube that do those like this season recap. I'm like, thank you guys. You're doing us all a
Yes.
service.
That's right. I've watched the Riverdale one, so I'm sure that channel has Stranger Things
Oh
too.
my gosh, I'm sure they have it. It's such a
They must.
popular show. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, well now I know that's the next show I'm gonna watch because I've been looking for a new show. So I'm just gonna rewatch Stranger Things
Yeah.
and watch the next season.
Ooh, you should also watch The Wilds. It's really good. It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay. I think I still have, yeah, I have my Amazon Prime account.
You should watch it. It's so good. It's like about girls and a plane crash, but it's really good.
Okay.
It's really diverse and
I
like
love that.
the writing is really good and the acting and oh my god, shout out to those actresses. I like watch them and I'm like, I need to learn from you guys. You guys are so cool.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that. Well, I'm
so-
sure they could learn from you too.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. I think it's such a like acting has the ability to be like such a collaborative thing, you know?
Oh, totally. Oh, I love it so much. Like, yeah, it's great. So collaborative. It's amazing.
Oh, well, Lena, thank you so much for your time. This was great. I appreciate you following me around and how my brain works with Monster High. Oh, writing English, acting, Vancouver, bulletproof or bullet train. So I appreciate it.
No, I love it. It was so fun. Thanks so much for having me. This was a good time.
Of course. Do you want to just plug your Instagram, TikTok?
Oh,
Any other
sure.
socials you're on? Love the reels and TikToks, by the way.
Oh, yes. I still have some drafts. I'm so bad at like posting everything that I have. It's just sitting there and then I'm like, right, I should probably post this. So my Instagram is Lina, Lecompte, Lecompte, spelling it out for everyone. And that's the same as my TikTok. My TikTok and my Instagram are the same. And then I have Twitter and that's just Lina Lecompte, but I don't tweet that much. But it's there.
I don't either. It's okay.
No, I don't really go on it very much.
It's kind of like the forgotten social media of my generation. I think we're the same.
So.
I'm 26. I just turned 26.
Yeah. I think it's been kind of forgotten, but every once in a while I hear someone that's like, it's my favorite platform. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that was a thing.
I
That's
know.
cool.
I feel like TikTok's taking over Instagram as favorite right now.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm like a TikTok person, but I also really like Instagram because I have like my friends if the pictures were just shown to me more.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like the algorithm is so weird now. I never see my friends' pictures. I had to add them all to like a favorites list so I never miss their actual photos.
Same, but you can only add like 5 people, right? Or did they change it?
No, they changed it. They changed it. I have like 30 people on it. So like now whenever I go on Instagram, I just change the feed to only be my favorites if I like really just want to catch up on who I really want to see. It's life
Okay.
changing.
I didn't know you could add that many. Amazing. I think I know
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do tonight.
It's so good. You just like add them to your favorites list and then you change your feed. There's like a thing at the top. You just click
Yes.
favorites only, and then it'll just be those people that are shown to you in your feed. And it's incredible.
I am so here for it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I got you.
You were awesome. Thank you again so much for the interview. When you're in LA, let's do a follow-up in person.
Yeah, that'd be
It
so
would be
fun.
And
Thanks so
hopefully
much.
you'll have your journal by then. You'll have found it.
Oh my
believe
god,
in
I
you.
hope I
know it's
find
fine.
it. I'm like upset because it's not just Lagoona's entries, it's like all of the characters. But
Yeah. Well, you said you just moved. It's not like in a box somewhere.
yeah, I feel like it might be in a box in storage somewhere. I don't know. I need to figure it out.
I'm only telling you this to bring you hope. I had lost my purse for 10 months. My favorite purse. It was literally not under my couch, under my couch cushion.
Oh,
So sometimes
whoa.
it will pop up and I wasn't looking. So
Oh my gosh, 10 months.
yeah, my favorite purse.
Oh my, hey, but it's always when you're not looking that you find those things.
Yes. So I think you will find it. I really do.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you again. Yeah, this was great. I hope to meet you in LA sometime.
Yay, awesome. Thanks so much. You too.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.